All right. We here at the Go Go Round Table, the first ever segment of Up Close with me, Boo Jones. And the guest we got to jump this year off and the very first Up Close is a renowned go-go historian, the only, the one, Mr. Woody Woods. We bring him live to you, and this is epic. Woody Woods, what's up, baby?
Hey, Boo, man, what's up with you, Boo Jones, man? How you feel today,
Man,
brother, man? I appreciate you bringing me on, man. I
man,
truly do, man.
we blessed to have you in here, man. The very first, man. You only get one chance to be first, so this is definitely epic, man. You gonna lay the cornerstone for the up close with Boo Jones. Man, first of all, man, let our viewers know who you are, man. Then we'll go from there, man.
Man, my name Woody, man. Woody Woods, the only one, man. I've been in this go-go game, man, since the early '80s. Uh, I've been pushing the music since probably like the late '80s, like '88, on up to now, man. You know, being consistent with it, and
Man,
I built so
go
many
ahead.
relationships. I built so many relationships, Boo, um, in this go-go game over the years, just meeting great people, man. I mean, great producers. Not only the people that I grew up to listening to, like Mickey and Andre and them from Essence, man. Different, Big Tony. Now these people have became personal friends of mine, man. You know, um, Boo. I grew up out Landover, man. Majority of all my life, and I always had a passion for go-go. And it was just going to the go-go's in junior high school and high school. And then when I started going, I had enrolled in PG college. Matter of fact, me and Jeffrey, man, Jam and Jeff, because a lot of people always ask me, man, was how you get into selling this music? How did you, do it? And during the time we was going to school, man, we was going Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I was always getting the Essence tapes. I was getting the Essence tapes and Northeast with the backyards and stuff. But Jam and Jeff was playing with Northeast at that time. And a lot of people know me and Jeffrey, we was best friends during those times. Um, if you saw him, you saw me. So once he started playing with Northeast Groovers and stuff, I always had the music, but I was giving him the Essence from the next day. I mean, if Essence played down East Side on the Wings, I got it on Thursday from Foots and them. And then
Uh-huh.
Jeffrey would give me the Northeast, and I just go up PG College, man. As soon as his class let out, Boo, at 12 o'clock, I ran straight down there with the lunch where we used to eat lunch. It was a juries of PG College, man. And man, everybody used to swap around me, man. Like, man, I need the tape from Wednesday. I need the East Side, and during that time, man, it was, back then, man, them cats, man, them guys had money, man. Even though they was going to college, you know what I'm saying? And man, the money was coming so fast, boo, with the PA tapes. I said, man, I got to keep this going because I was getting more money in the PA tapes than the job could give me, and my
Uh-huh.
parents would give. You know what I'm saying? And it
Uh-huh.
became addiction, man. Not only did I love the music, I found out that I could make good money with it too.
Thank you, baby. Hey, give it up for Trail, too, man. Trail held it down, man. He gonna get back up here in a minute. Oh, there you go. That's CPU drummer right there. All right. I need somebody to buy me a drink. For real, my throat dry. Anyway, are y'all ready? Let's go. Y'all ready, CPU? Let's go. Let's go, man. Congo Danny, Congo Jerry. Hey, Jerry. Hey, Congo Jerry, let's go.
and I just stuck with it, being consistent in it. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir.
And a lot of times, I don't know if you ever see Boo, where you see people even on social media, they test me, say, "What? I bet you don't know this date," and I come right
Yeah.
off the top with it, man. It's second nature to me, man. You know,
It's your passion, so it's really not
it,
work, huh?
it's definitely mine. You know how everybody, man, had they had a specialty with themselves.
Hmm.
Whether Joker, but whether Joker was good and gambling or Joker was good, whatever he was, I was good in that music. That was my
You
thing. Couldn't
know,
nobody mess with, huh?
I wanted to cut you off right there because
What?
I want to elaborate on that real quick. Today on Sports Center is Michael Jordan Day because it's 2/23/23, and they
Correct.
called it Michael Jordan Day. And the guy said, Stephen A. said he's the GOAT. That's why everybody referred to, man, you the Michael Jordan of this or Michael Jordan of that. So I just want to say,
Correct.
Woody, you the Michael Jordan of historian of go-go.
And this the thing, Boo, man. I don't try to toot my own horn, man. But I truly believe that. I believe that because, bro, when I look around, and not only being consistent in this, I have seen so many of my brothers that's been in this game that's no longer around. That some of them just fell off, gave it up. I stuck in this game, man. I stuck in this because I knew how to move with the city. I moved with the times. When social
Hmm.
media, you got to realize when we got to like the 2000s, the music started changing with the grown and sexy style. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? So what we grew up to, the Essence and the Air Raids and all that, the music started changing in the 2000s. So I had to adapt to that. Um, you know, Even when the band started holding back on their music, wasn't releasing the PA tapes every week. You know, um, I started adapting. I started getting creative in different things. Like, for example, when Backyard would slow down on the music, I started making pocket tapes, different pockets from Backyard. So I was always determined that I wasn't gonna let nobody stop me for eating and doing what I do, man. You know what I'm saying? I just always felt that I was the best ever. Did it because when you in certain things, you got to feel like you the best. You
Hmm.
understand what I'm saying? The
That's right.
confidence. You know what I'm saying? I mean, back I don't know, Boo, if any back during the days, the Anacostia Park days, the Haynes Point, when the Mirage was open, I had all them spots on lockdown. Not
Mm.
only I had them on locked, all the people, especially down the Mirage, all the people that was coming from up 66 from Ruston, all that Virginia crew, man, they just loved me because not I knew the history of it. So for example, Boo, if you was riding through the Mirage back then, you knew if you went to the Ibex and seen Junk Sunday, you knew I had that tape the following week. So you look
Hmm.
forward to coming down there to see me. You know what I'm saying? And it was just, man, it was a beautiful thing, man. I never forget when the Mirage closed down. Even though formerly the Chapter Three, but it was the Mirage at that time. And I remember when Ron Hunt and them closed that club down. That was one of my favorite clubs for me pushing my music back then. When he had put an announcement on his their answer machine that they'll be closing down. I want to say sometime in '99. I can't remember the date. Man, I was like, oh man, what I'm gonna do? Because that was one of my main spots. So man, I just turned around, man, and I just kept finding new spots, boo, with the music, man. And that's when I decided to get a store. I had got a store in '98, directly across the street from where the Madness was at. On the
Hmm.
same side that the original Madness was on Georgia and Kenya. But at that time
Yes,
when
sir.
I got there, They moved across the street. So I was on the opposite side, about 2 doors up from Swez. I don't know if y'all remember my man Jesse, rest in peace. Yeah, Swez right there. And I started from there, man. I mean, as far as the entrepreneur, as getting a storefront. And I did that from '98. I did that from '98 up until 2009, man. Actually, it's so funny that we doing this interview. Um, I closed my doors the day before Valentine's Day of 2009, and it was a real hard decision for me because I had built up enough clientele, but the market was slowing down at that time in '98, '99. No, 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 no. I take that back. In 2009, the
Right.
bands wasn't putting out music a lot, boo, and it was just getting rough. I didn't have the social media thing. I was no social media guy at that time. I know people used to be on my partner Cato and them used to have T-Mark back then. I used to hear about it, but I wasn't on there. I used to, Tidy from Class Band, all them guys used to be, man, we on this thing. It was a message board. Man,
Right.
you need to get on, man, T-Mark, man. I like, man, I ain't messing with that, you know. But to fast forward things up, my wife, she was already on Facebook before I even thought about it. She was like, man, you need to get on Facebook. You can push your product because a lot of people know you. And I'm gonna tell you, boo, I think I created an account in 2012.
Mm-hmm.
I got on there and I started running into everybody from back in the days. It was like, man, I know they ain't Woody. Cause they always called me Woody.
So
Okay.
let me ask you this, buddy. Well, since you was young, let's start off from the seed. Since you was a kid, um, it seemed like your personality was always outgoing. You was a people person by nature. Is that accurate?
Always, man. Always, man. Always been a people's person, happy type of person, man. You know what I'm saying? I was always that go getter, man. You know what I'm saying? If basically, boo, like you said, man, I was cool with so many people. If I didn't mess with you, I ain't never say nothing to people. I just don't. I didn't affiliate with certain things. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Um, but once I got into probably after in high school, back then, man, I don't know for some people, man, but the crew I came, we used to have fun, man. We just laugh and and Joan just like anybody, just have fun, man. Going to the go
Mm-hmm.
go's and like I said, man, once I got out of high school and started pushing because I wasn't even when I graduated from high school, some of my friends they went to college straight then. I think I chilled at home for about a year, trying to decide what I want to do. Then I decided to go up PG College. And that's when me and Jeff and them used to go up there. You know what I'm saying? But
So,
yeah,
so our
always been
viewers,
a
so our viewers is not from around here. You gotta let them know the PG that's Maryland, and when you talk about Georgian Avenue, that's Northwest DC, correct?
Northwest. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So basically, like I said, Boo, I grew up out there in Landover, out there in PG County, not too far between Landover and Shepley. That's where I lived the majority of my life. Oh, up the street, right, not about 5 minutes from PG Hospital, where PG
Yeah,
Hospital used to be at.
yeah,
That's where
on
I grew up
Maryland
at.
on the outskirts of DC, right? Okay,
Yes, yes, sir. But I had my store. I was living there, but I had the store up there on George Avenue at that time.
Northwest
You know what I'm saying?
DC.
Up northwest,
Okay,
on
my man.
directly across the street from the man shop. Right next door to it and right across the street from it.
Hey, bro, this ain't my club, bro. Mike who? Mike. Mike. Oh shit. Let's go. You. For Chaos and Mickey, y'all.
I didn't have my website or nothing. I was just people were just getting found. People knew my number. People was getting in contact with other people. Man, I need that guy Woody number. So in 2013, I had ran back into Cato Hammond. Y'all know Cato.
Yeah.
And Cato during that time was building websites. And he was like, Woody, man, you need to get a website again. And he went over the particulars with me, man, how long it would take for him to do it. Once I gave him all, my catalog, I already had a catalog of my music already set up. I already had a book, like a Bible, that had everything organized from the dates and all that. So he asked me to give him that. And he gave me a time frame. And I believe around April of 2013, he built my site, man. I'm telling you, man. That's one of the best things that God could have blessed me with at that time, man, because man, I took off so fast in that year of 2013. I was, on Facebook advertising and pushing it out there. And man, I just got so much the overwhelmed love from the different people, man. And so we're in the 2020, what, three now? So
Mm-hmm.
it's to show you just how long that I've been going with this. Being consistent, man. I'm one of the only ones that's out there that has a website that is pushing the music. By you know what I'm saying, and that's by being consistent. And Boo, trust me, bro, it ain't as easy as people think, man. It's a lot of hard work behind the doors. You know what I'm saying? To do what I do. Even with the website. If you ever get a chance, go on my website. A 2-year-old can work my website because we designed it to be mobile friendly. So when you go in there, everything is in order that you is mobile friendly even on your telephone. So I've been blessed, boo. I've been blessed, man, and
Since since I know you, man, you always had quality product, even even with the CDs, the oil,
correct.
even yeah, everything you've been doing, man. Because I still got some oil, I got the CD, couple
Oh yeah, you
CDs, and
showing up there. Hey, boo, you
uh,
know the key. Hey, not to cut you off. I'm sorry, boo.
wearing the
You
hat
know,
right now.
you wearing a madness hat, boo. You see the hats in the
Right
back,
now,
right? Yeah.
right now.
Hey, boo. Hey, boo. You know the great thing when you in this business of the music is knowing the music. You got to
Right.
know it because it's guys like yourself, different people that will test you on this music, man. You know, like for example, some guys like we all getting older, man. Some guys we can't remember certain things, but that's not the case for me because I've been doing it so long. For example, people come in. Some people say, "Man, I need that Go Go Live. I need that Go Go Live back in 1990." And I'd be like, "Nah, it's not 1990. It was 1987." You know what I'm saying?
Come on, man.
People can't remember, but I can remember them dates, boo, man, just like okay, I know them, man, and
Yeah.
I'm very blessed. I'm very blessed by that, man, and that makes my job easier for my clientele because when people come to me and ask me for air raids, class band, reality prophecy bands, and they ask me for a particular, for example, they say, man, I need the prophecies when Saeed rap. I know that was 85 and 86 all day long. So I wasn't rapping with them in 84. So it's very important, people, because a lot of times people like, man, I go to people woods, man, they don't know the music like bro. And your quality is good and different things, you know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
I definitely keep my quality at the best because long as I keep my quality, you can't nobody debate me. And you're gonna keep
Mm-hmm.
coming back to me long as I give you good quality in music, man. And back to what you said, that people's person helped me a lot, man. Because it never just been about the money with me, boo. You know what I'm saying? The money just come along with it. But I never really cared about the money, man. It's really about the customers. But sometimes you get, you get customers that that always want a deal and this and that, you know. But all that come with the territory, man.
Yeah, come
I
with it.
have learned more patience dealing in this business than anything else taught me in life. I have learned that you have to have patience, man. You know what I'm saying? I've been around so many different personalities with different people in this go-go game. Um, I just learned patience, man. And that's what keeps me grounded, man. It keeps me grounded. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't thank God enough, man, for putting the wisdom in me, man, that I do have in this game. I'm still learning, boo. I don't know it all,
Mhm.
bro, but I know enough. I
So
know
would you
enough.
say? Would you say even though that you're at the top of your game at all times, you say you're still a student?
I'm a student, boo.
That's
Listen,
right.
listen. When guys like Big Tony from Trouble, Andre Johnson, White Boy from Essence, anytime these guys put out their PA tapes, these guys they call me personally and email me and ask me what I think about it, man. That means a lot to me coming from them because these guys way older than me, and for them to value my opinion about something, man. Even when I go on my lives and I play a lot of Rare Essence, Andre always get on there, man. And he always
Mhm.
tell me, man, Woody, I love you. I appreciate what you do, man. You keep us alive. You keeping the culture alive. Because what I'm doing, boo, I'm letting people see. Even though we in the new era right now, I ain't gonna never let nobody forget where the blueprint came from. The
Come
start, the
on, man.
beginning of it. Okay, I got to keep. If you see me, like if you see me playing the new stuff, boo, I love the new band, but I never let nobody know where it started at because that's where it came from. And a
The
lot of
seed.
times, go ahead, boo.
No, I was just saying the seed. I was just agreeing with you.
Yes. And I was explaining to some people's not too long ago, boo, and some people might disagree with this, but it's the truth because I have even heard Big Tony and them agree with me that some of these bands, not to offend anyone, they're go go, but they're a product of go go. They're a product of go go. It's just like Pepsi and Mountain Dew. Pepsi is a product of it, which meaning that you have to always go back to the blueprint. You see what I'm saying? So,
Hmm.
for example, and I got love for a lot of the new school bands, boo, because a lot of them reach out to me and they're very humble guys, man. And they value my opinion. I help them in any way I can to promote their band because I know how rough it is out here now. You know, with some of the bands that's I guess they on top, but you have other bands that sound just as ways better than they do, but they just not getting the recognition. So I'm one of the ones that I tell them, um, you know, let me get your music, man, so I can put it on the platforms, put it on YouTube, so I can keep it going. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't just with the old school with me. That's just where I come from. That was the passion that I love. But I'm versatile with it all right now. Boo. And I have, I'm pretty sure you have heard me speak upon this many a times. It, not just with the go-go music, but the business part of it. I have created
Mm-hmm.
this into a business for me and my family, man. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't I didn't design it for me to be nickel and dime and just to be playing around. I benefit from it. I benefit from it. All this you see behind here, this is my store. By the grace of God, I'm blessed, man. I put work from, especially from where I came from. When I was
Mm-hmm.
on Georgia Avenue, man, I didn't have the luxury of the things that I have now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm very grateful. But during that time, I was just learning. So I had to learn, I had to learn from my mistakes. I had to
Mm-hmm.
learn, man. And like I said, I'm still a student, bro. I'm still a student, boo. Trust me. here with the madness is they've been around way before I have, and to be around these guys, Ed and them, man, and it's definitely a pleasure, man, because we are we are repeating history, man. So when people come in, people see the 80s and the 90s. Not only they getting the pearl that we grew up on, they get the music too. So a lot of
Yeah,
times when
salute to
people come in,
Ed, and them, man. I said salute to Ed and them. You know, me and Ed worked together for 10 years, man. Good guy.
I didn't know that, boo.
Yeah, yeah.
That's my man, yeah, a solid man, man, and I'm blessed, man, to be working along them with him, man, because they guys humble, they put some work in, man.
On that note, talk a little bit about you being just a total historian. You was talking about being a student, but you a historian, man.
I mean, I mean, boo, I'm definitely that, man. I mean, it's natural with me, man. I've been doing it for so long. People be like, one of my guys the other day, man, he was like, I was on a live and he was like, man, look, any of y'all ask Woody a date. Just say the date, say the band. I bet you he tell you where it's from. So my guy, man, he was looking down. He was at his store, but he was just pulling CDs, okay? And he was just saying, for example, Woody, what is 11/24/88? I
Right.
said, RE at the Metro Club. And he'll pull the CD up and say, wow, he got it.
Unbelievable.
He like, nah, Woody, now I'm gonna get you on one. He'll pick another band. Now, what I did ask him to do with people, give me bands that's out here like Air Rays, Essence, Junk, stuff like that. Don't give me no, a band maybe don't play like that because I didn't follow them. You know what I'm saying? So people are amazed by me. How do I know these dates of these
Yeah.
bands without even looking at them? Like I'm so good with it. I don't listen. You can just play something, boo, and
I
you're like,
know.
what? I bet you don't, so you be like, Woody, you don't know that? I say, oh yes, I do, and I tell you exactly what it is. And
I was
that's
just
that's
thinking
just a
that, Woody.
say that
Let
again,
me
boo.
do the test. I said, I was just thinking that. That's funny you said that. Let me give you a little test. Uh, certain bands have more than one. I'm into lead talking, so certain bands had different lead talkers, right?
Correct,
And you can hear just the mannerisms of one, and you can tell them what they are. I heard you did it before,
correct, correct. So, for example, you're talking about back in the days. If you heard Class Band, you knew exactly
right?
who that was. You heard Tidy, you just knew the beat. Air Raid, Air Raid didn't sound anything like Class. Everybody had their own unique sound. Now you can tell certain bands, but if you don't know the singer who it is, it can throw you off without hearing the talker.
Okay.
Because you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes a band might be hitting a slow song. If you don't know the singer, you can't tell who the band is because so many bands sound similar to a certain extent, you know.
Hmm.
Like for example, you know, Vibe, you got Vibe Band, Let It Flow. They got two different sounds, but if I'm just saying someone that didn't know who Pam was, they might be like, man, that sounds like Subtle. But it could be, you know what I'm saying? That wasn't the case
Right.
back then when we was coming up. You knew exactly who you knew. If you didn't know, you wasn't out that mob. You know what I'm saying? Plain and
Mm,
simple. It was just like Backyard. Backyard North of you, they were just totally different, man. And
right.
I'm definitely, man, I'm definitely a historian, man. I'm definitely is that. And I can say that. I can say that because I'm still relevant in the game right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm keeping it alive, boo. I'm keeping it alive. I don't just do it for the money, man. I have a passion for it, you know. And a lot of times people, they ask me, what do you think the future of our music? Um, and I just truly be honest with people, and I just say that if it's no guys like me that's keep documenting this stuff, putting it on YouTube, um, it's gonna fade away because the teenagers are not having the passion like we do, and then they don't even know the history of it. But I think what's gonna save Go is great interviews like this, um, interviews that have already been taking place of different guys in this city, the different YouTube clips that you see on YouTube. Um, and people call me all the time like, Woody, man, do you have this CD? Where you hear that from? Man, somebody had it on YouTube. So
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? So guess what? That's documenting. That's history right there, man. Because you have guys that's no longer around that still have music on YouTube right now. It will never be taken down. Their channel is not active, but the music is still there and it's still
Yeah, yeah.
collecting views. You know?
So 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 Woody, I'm gonna go ahead and coin this right now. Um, Kevin Ruffin the second, the conductor. I call him the conductor. Um, I know he agree with this. We're gonna call this segment interview with the professor, the historian Woody Woods of Go-Go, and this is only chapter one.
Hey man, listen. It will be my pleasure for another one.
That's all you need, Boo Jones. That's all you need, Boo Jones. Little something to get 'em rocking. Oh, look, a little